guys, it's your girl Londyn, and today I just wanted to stop in and have a quick chat with you guys. So if you guys want to have a quick chat with me, then stick around because we are going to get chatting. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to kind of check in because it is January 2021. We have made it through the year in which we will not mention. I wanted to see how everybody is kind of feeling now that we're here. How are you guys feeling, just generally speaking? How are you guys feeling in your makeup journey, in your skincare journey? What is kind of going on with you guys? I know that it seems kind of odd that I'm asking that, but I'm not somebody who typically does resolutions because I have found that with myself, fairly shortly into them, they're kind of falling by the wayside and I'm feeling worse than before I started to do them. But what I am trying to do is have more intentions. My intention is to wake up before 7:30 every morning. My intention is to be better to myself mentally, emotionally, and physically. So that means what I'm putting into my body, what I'm allowing on my body, who I'm allowing around my body, physical activity with my body to be heart healthy. Things like that. Taking time out for myself to read, to journal, to just be present with myself, to be very mindful with myself. So I'm trying to live a more intentful life and be more intent with my day. Instead of just kind of waking up and letting things fall where they fall, I want to have intentions and purpose with each one of my days. And I also want to be able to provide myself with grace if, in fact, my intentions aren't met, and if I fall short, because I'm not perfect. So I think that that's important too, is to allow yourself grace, because oftentimes we tend to give other people grace and then we're very hard on ourselves and we don't provide ourselves the grace that we would provide to others. And so I am getting better with things like time management, things like that, like just places where I see that I could do better and that I should be doing better, not necessarily for anybody else, although if by me doing better it has positive effects for or on other people, I am happy for that, but because I should be doing better for me, that I should want better for me, that I should be the best to me that I can be, because I try to give the best of myself to everybody in my life every day. And sometimes I put myself on the back burner and give myself the leftovers, and I shouldn't be doing that. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and kind of see where you're at with things. What are some of your resolutions this year? What are some of your intentions? What purposes do you want to kind of start your days with or your weeks with? Do you have any goals that you are hoping to be able to meet, and how are you working towards them? Again, I know it's kind of weird because I don't necessarily talk about my job outside of YouTube. YouTube, of course, is a hobby for me that I love and enjoy, but I do have a traditional job outside of YouTube, and although I don't talk about it, I am a licensed mental health therapist in my state. And so I don't like to get into too much of that on my channel because it comes with like a lot of red tape and things like that, because the field is very different for everybody. Each clinician is different. I always say we all go and have the same kind of foundational schooling, but how we implement that, how we practice that can look very different. We're not one size fits all. Some of us are social workers, some of us are mental health workers, some of us are counselors, some of us are addiction specialists. So it's very different. And what things like theories and evidence-based things that we choose to use can look very different. So I find that in channels I watch that do kind of talk about mental health, especially in a work capacity, it can get a little hairy because it's important for people who aren't in the field to understand that the field is wide and varied and that there's not a one size fit all. Because again, we have a lot of theories. We have a DSM that is like 500 pages for diagnoses and things like that. So everybody has a different point of view, just like doctors. You may go to 3 different doctors and they give you varying diagnoses, but they're kind of in the same realm, but each one thinks it's different. One thinks it's a cold, one thinks it's the flu, one thinks it might be strep. They're kind of in the same realm, but they all give you something a little bit different. it doesn't mean any of them are necessarily wrong, but it's the way they interpreted how you presented that day with what symptoms, what information you gave them, and then utilizing the information they have from their field to come up with the best kind of diagnosis and then therefore treatment plan. And that again can look different for everybody. So rather than kind of get into the red tape of that here on YouTube, because that is my personal life and that is what I am incredibly passionate about and what I love to do, I tend to kind of not talk about it unless you kind of know me on a different basis versus just kind of watching me. It's not something that I talk about. But because we're starting the new year, I did want to kind of weave it into just checking in with everybody and kind of telling you guys how I'm checking in with myself, because the same way I tell my clients to kind of be good to yourself, be well, have intentions, build boundaries, self-care, self-love. Sometimes it's hard to take the things that you say to other people and apply them to yourself. It's much easier to give information than it is to take it. And so I just wanted to kind of let you guys know where I'm at, what I'm doing, and kind of find out where you guys are at and what you guys are also doing, just to kind of check in. I know the year we do not speak of was a hard one. It was a rough one for everybody, I think, in some way, shape, or form and capacity. Again, I know in my field, it was unfortunate that I saw clientele grow exponentially because of the struggles people were having in varied areas because of the things that were happening in the year we will not mention. However, I'm hoping that people are able to come out of it as we go into 2021 and kind of feel better about things and feel like there is a purpose and kind of feel like they can face each day, and feel less overwhelmed, feel less like there's that gray cloud kind of weighing you down, feeling very kind of blah, ho hum, kind of, don't care one way or another, and really kind of get their thrive back, kind of get that hope back. Get that fuel back to be the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like, wherever that looks like in your self journey. Because it clearly will look different from now and in 6 months and in 9 months and in a year. It will look different because your journey will look different, because you're shaping and you're growing and you're developing and you're having hindsight and things like that. You're having experiences, and those all kind of shape those things. So I just wanted to check in, just have a quick chat and just kind of see what's up. So leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I really want to create a better connection with you guys. I feel like that's very important, especially in the year we do not speak of that we just came out of. The way that the interwebs, telecommunications really played a role in staying connected. I want to make sure that I'm kind of reaching out and touching you guys, and I want you guys to feel okay with reaching out and touching me back. So that way, yes, I do beauty, yes, I do lifestyle, yes, I do books, yes, I do all these things, but that we can create a relationship that isn't necessarily based solely on those things, although it was based heavily around those things. I want to feel more connective, to each other. So again, just leave me a comment. I just want to check in with you guys. And as usual, I love you guys. I'll miss you guys. I always appreciate you guys spending any amount of time with me that you do, because I know you could be anywhere else on the YouTubes or in your life. But the fact that you guys give 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to me, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you guys doing that. Because you guys don't know how much you have helped me through a ton of things, just knowing that there is someone, even if it's only 10 someone's or one someone's beyond this camera, who are seeing me, listening to me, hearing me, that has helped me through a lot. So I hope that I can do the same for you guys. So until my next video, guys, I miss you, I love you, and I will see you then. I love you guys.